Welcome back to Spoken Essays. I am Harshal Vora and I will take you through the freeCodeCamp journey. Let us begin with the new test that we are going to run. Well, we're going to run these tests for a new form and we're going to do a certification project. So let me quickly share my screen and let's go to the main part. So you can see it's blank right now. I'll just open my screen here and you can see that is my Chrome tab, and I will open the previous tab, and this is what we are going to build. We were going to build a tribute page. Let me close this window, we don't need it. Great. So this is what we were going to build. Let me quickly show you what we have done so far. So today we finished the rest of the quiz. We built we learned accessibility using a quiz, by building a quiz, of course. And so we built a quiz web page. We learned a few attributes, aria, label, and so on and so forth. Now we have this certification project, and it says we have to build a tribute page. So just like that previous certification project that we did yesterday, we have to make it functionally correct. The rest of the designs you can do it by yourself. You can learn to practice them by yourself. You can make it look however you want it to look like, as long as it follows a few rules, and we will check what these rules are. So, and we'll also get to check what the tests we have to do. So let us begin by building a tribute page. So what does this say? This is one of the required projects to earn your certification. For this project, you will build a tribute page for a subject of your choosing, fictional or real. Well, and one thing I must mention, if you want to do this certification project later, you can do that for yourself too. If you want to do all the certification projects together at the end, you can do that. There is no there's no rule that you have to finish the certification project and only then you can do this project or the next project. You can see here, and let's say if I want to start the last certification project, I can do that too. There's no rule that I'm not allowed. I can start this project immediately. So this way, if you want to do the certification projects at the end after you've learned everything, that's also good. If you want to do them step by step, that's also good. And that's what I'm going to do. So tribute page, I don't know. So the last time I built the certification project, I only added the functionality, but I didn't add the design. I didn't add the CSS layout. I just copied and pasted some things. So what I'll do is instead I will leave this project for now, and I will do all the certification projects together on one day. Maybe we'll spend an entire day for one certification project, or maybe half a day. Maybe it will only take a few hours to finish it. But just remember, guys, that even if you do these projects, you will have to finish these certification projects to get your certificate from freeCodeCamp. As you can see here, it says that this is one of the required projects. So out of all these projects, I think we have to do 5 certification projects to get your certificate. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you have to do 5 certification projects to get your certificate, and these are all for your practice, really. But I would prefer that we do this. Learn more CSS pseudo selectors by building a balance sheet. So we'll learn what pseudo selectors are, and then after that we have learned intermediate CSS by building a Picasso painting. I think we went through all of these. So I'll try to finish these 2 by the end of this day, and we can do the certification project on a special day. Maybe we can start from Monday for that. But before that, we should learn a few more CSS variables, CSS grids, animation transforms, and by the end of this we can go through all the certification projects at the end, and you can choose whichever one you like. There's no compulsion. So let us begin. I'm going to leave this tribute page, and I can see that it is not selected. Like, I cannot see the tick mark, so that means I have not finished the tribute page. So I will have this whenever I look at the menu, the curriculum. Now let's begin with learn more about CSS pseudo selectors. So we have come across pseudo selectors before, and we will try to understand what pseudo selectors, what else we can do with pseudo selectors. And let's begin. So we're going to build a balance sheet. So what are we going to build in a balance sheet? So you can use CSS pseudo selectors to change specific HTML element. That is true. In this course, you will build a balance sheet using pseudo selectors. You learn how to change the style of an element when you hover over it with your mouse and trigger other events on your web page. I think we're going to build that is good. We're going to build a balance sheet. That is something new. That is something very cool. Let's find out what this is about. So this is the preview of this balance sheet. Okay, great. Yeah, zoom out a little bit so you can see it clearly now. So we have the header, and of course all this is inside a div or a section. Yeah, div section, we can choose anything that we like. So it's probably it is inside a box. We can see the border of this text, and we have pasted three block elements inside a line. So we'll also make the display property inline. Then we have this text, it is blue, so this is probably a class, and we'll apply that class to this and net worth. That makes sense. The same way we'll apply this class to this too. This is something else. Yeah, this is probably text, but वो text पे वो class apply किया है. Then again, this also looks like it is bold, but maybe this one's bolder. Maybe they've added the font weight to this font weight property. This feels like normal text size. They're probably using Futura font. Then we have 30. Okay, so in the year 2019, 2020, 21. So we have these three columns, and we have these rows: assets, then liabilities. I see, and when I hover the mouse, I can see the total is highlighted. What else can I highlight when I hover the mouse? So nope, nothing. But when I place it on total, it hovers, and we have two lines here, two divisions, maybe two. Yeah. Then we have liabilities, and you can see they have alternating colors. So loans is in gray, so that probably has a class value, a class for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we'll probably put a few classes in there. Then this is aligned to the left. This is probably done using flexbox, where they've what have they done? So they've aligned it to the right, and they are I think we're using that field property flex banner, flexbox. Inside that flexbox we have justify content. So using justify content, they must have placed this text, and using the span elements. Okay, so that's what we have here, and you can see this is in bold, this is in bold, but this is not in bold. So इसकी एक bold की भी property बनाई होगी, bold class selector भी बनाया होगा. Then what? And again, if I place the cursor here, it again highlights. The color of the text doesn't change. But I think this div, if it's a div, if it's something else, maybe a label, whatever it is, whatever element this is, it's probably a div because you're putting a text and you're spanning it. Okay, so ये div पे hover करते तो color आता है, so that's probably another class. Then we have net worth, and then we have total again. So three totals, loans, expenses, and this is what we're going to build in a balance sheet. And you can see the size of this thing. It has some width, and the size of the width is different. We'll find out. And we have this. Okay, yeah, I think that's good enough for us to understand. This is the balance from 25, 54, 500, 579. Maybe we'll also learn how to add stuff, but anyway. So let's begin with the first step. What does it say? Set up your HTML with doc type HTML, with the doc type HTML indicating this document is in English. head and body element. Okay, so we have to add the doc type declaration, then we will add the HTML elements, then we'll also indicate the language, they'll also put the language attribute, so lang equals English. Then head and body elements, inside head we'll also add meta elements में हम लोग viewport डालेंगे, viewport के लिए name equals viewport, and then we have settings for that. Then we have char set and we have char set, and we have a title element with an appropriate title. So we're going to build a balance sheet. I'll give it a title balance sheet, and a link element for your style sheet. Yep, we have enough instructions for the first step. Let's begin. So exclamation mark doc type in all caps, then HTML in lowercase, then we put the HTML tag, opening HTML tag, then closing HTML tag. Inside these tags we will put head, copy, paste, sorry, it is hot in here, head, then body, so copy and paste, slash. Inside HTML we have to declare the attribute language English. Then inside head we will give it a title attribute, and we'll also give it a meta element. So meta is a self-closing element. We will add two meta elements actually. So first is very easy, char set equals to double quotes UTF-8, and the bracket closes. Another meta element where the name equals viewport. Then we have another attribute, is that for viewport settings we have width, device width, and initial scale 1. So let's write that. But what will be the value? Let's find out. I think it will be viewport value equals width width equals device hyphen width, then comma space, initial scale equals 1. I don't think this will be viewport, this will be something else. But before we do anything else, we will also link the style sheet. So link relationship is style sheet. No, it's not. It is not plural. Style sheet, not style sheets. And we'll also add a hypertext reference for styles.css. Great. The only thing I'm not sure about is viewport, the attribute named viewport. But let's see, let's read this. So it says give your head element the appropriate meta elements for the char set, and viewport a title element with an appropriate title and link. So we'll also give this an appropriate title. So let's check. So yeah, I'll just write balance sheet. And of course we're wrong. You should have two meta elements. We do. Meta name and viewport. Why is the color different for meta char set and meta name? Interesting. We already do. You should have two meta elements. Yes, I can see meta here, but the color of meta here is different. Why? Beats me. We have link, href, then we have meta. I see, I didn't put the closing tag. Now it says so instead of viewport it should be content. Yes, of course, content, one meta should have the name as viewport and content set to. So it's content. So yeah, that is something we should make sure we remember. So content will be device width, the width of the content will be device width, and initial scale will be 1. Okay, so let's move on. Did I not write content correctly? Width equals device width and initial, not initial. Okay, initial, not initial. Okay, initial scale equals 1.0. So it's not. It cannot be 1 only. It has to be 1.0. Okay. Give me a second, please. I need to keep the comments open so I know. Okay. We have 2 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much for watching. Now on to step 2. Within your body element, nest a section element within a main element. So okay, nest a section element. So when we are nesting something, we use two spaces. Oh, we have 3 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much for watching, guys. So section paste, because it's not a self-closing tag, and we will inside the section. Will section. Okay, nest a section within a main element. So section will be inside the main element. So इसमें भी हम लोग इंडेंटेशन डाल देंगे, इसमें भी इंडेंटेशन डाल देंगे, भी इसमें इंडेंटेशन नहीं होगा. मेन क्लोजिंग टैग. वी हैव द ग्रीन लाइट. ग्रेट. सब में सब बॉलर प्लेट इन्फॉर्मेशन सब डाल दिए. हम लोग अभी बॉडी में काम करना शुरू कर देंगे. सो मेन सेक्शन तो डाल दिया स्टेप 2 में. नाउ विद इन योर सेक्शन एलिमेंट ऐड इन h1 एलिमेंट विद a nested span element. So that is pretty clear. So h1 span we'll nest it, won't we? Okay, span is not a self-closing tag, so we'll close it, and we'll also close h1. Good to go. Now we're in step 4. Let me turn this off. And before we go any further, let me show you guys how many steps this will have. So this will have 66 steps. 66 steps will probably take maybe 2 hours. So yeah, 2 hours of project work. Okay, so we were in section element. Oh yeah, we are finished with this. So we were supposed to click on number 4. Okay, screen readers announce HTML elements. Let's read this. Screen readers announce HTML elements. Okay, yeah, so this again accessibility. Screen readers announce HTML elements based on the document flow. We will eventually want the balance sheet to have a heading of balance sheet and a subheading of Acme with widget cop. Yep, we saw that earlier in the preview. Yes. However, this order does not make sense if announced by a screen reader. Yes. So give your existing span the class attribute set to flex. Now we're going to work something with flex. Okay, and we'll give it class equals flex, and add 2 span elements within it. Give the first the text Acme widget cop. Give the second text balance sheet. Okay, so before I add this class, what I'll do is I'll copy and paste this span. Okay, so cut that. Oh, sorry. I'll paste it in the address bar so that it can stay there. यहाँ से हटा देंगे, इसको हम copy करेंगे. Copy. So we're supposed to add how many? 2 span elements within it. तो 2 डाल दिए, और जो parent span element है उसको हम देंगे class value flex. I mean, yeah, I copied it, but I felt it felt easier to type it down. Then what does it say? Add 2 span elements. Okay, and we'll give the first one this name. So I used double click helps. It does not copy the line break, fortunately, but when we have 2 words you have to use shift and then copy. And for the next span we've given it the value balance sheet. You will use CSS to reverse the order of the text. Acha, but the HTML order will make more sense for a screen reader. यस क्यों? क्योंकि पहले कंपनी का नाम आएगा कॉर्पोरेशन एंड देन उसकी बैलेंस शीट का आएगा. बट for so screen readers will be able to understand when they when it plays it, when it reads the HTML document. But हम जब दिखा रहे तो हम पहले बैलेंस शीट दिखाएंगे और फिर एक्ट में विजिट कॉप दिखाएंगे. मेक सेंस? लेट्स गो. So we will learn how to change the order in the next step probably. So what does this say? We're still in index.html. So what does this say? Below your h1 element, we are below the h1 element. We'll add the indentation too. What does it say? So create a div element, division. What? Okay, so yeah, I'll copy this and I'll put the closing tag. So we create a div element. We have created a div element. We will give it an id attribute set to years. So id equals years. We saw that it showed us a list of 3 years. It was 2019, 2020 and 21, I think. Let's check. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it was 3 years. And what else do you want it to do? So you want this particular element to be hidden from screen readers. So give it a aria hidden. So I think aria is for accessibility. Aria hidden meaning. So aria hidden attribute can be used to hide non-interactive content from the accessibility API. Aria in CSS. So it says accessible rich internet applications. That's what ARIA stands for. It is a set of roles and attributes that define ways to make web content in web applications, especially those developed with JavaScript, more accessible to people with disabilities. Make sense? So according to these rules, we have an attribute called aria-hidden, and it does not need a value. Oh, it does need a value, and the value is true. Great. So the screen readers won't be able to play this, read this, parse through it. Okay, we've given it the value true, and we're good to go to the next step. Now on step 6, within your div element, okay, div के अंदर 3 span elements हम लोग बनाएंगे. So I can quickly copy this. 3 clicks. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. I don't need the line break. So span. इसको बराबर space दे देते हैं. So instead of balance sheet, it will probably be 2019. Yeah. 3 span डाल लेना. Give each of them a class attribute set to here. So इसको class attribute दे देते पहले. अच्छा, और ईयर को हम लोग बोल्ड करेंगे, उसमें फॉन्ट विड्थ डालेंगे, वो सब करेंगे. एनीवे, सो ईयर स्पेस स्पैन क्लास ईयर कॉपी. So give each of them class attribute and add the following text in order. Yep. So paste and 2020. 2021, and we have the 3 years inside a span element. Great. Next, below your existing div element, which is this, add a new div element with a class set to table wrap. New div table wrap. So class भी लिख देते हैं, table-wrap. This will be the container for your tables. So closing div tag. Great. Within that, add 3 table elements. So within this div, we will add 3 table elements now. इसका भी थोड़ा कर देते हैं. Great. In this, we will write table. And how many you want? So 3. You will be using CSS to style these into a single table, but using separate tables will help screen readers understand the document flow. I see. Okay. Yeah, so we'll probably give it a class attribute. because we're going to make it a single table. Okay, HTML tables can use the caption element to describe what the table is about. So we're going to use a caption element. It should always be the first child of a table. So caption is an element, sorry. So in the first, it's the first child of a table, okay, but can be positioned with the caption side CSS property. अच्छा, अगर उसको move करना हो तो, but it should always using when you're doing HTML, it should always be the first thing. Okay, add a caption to your first table and give it the text assets. Will the text be first or will it be after? Let's see. So caption और will it, अच्छा caption के अंदर होगा ना चाहिए. Okay, let's find out. और caption के अंदर लिखेंगे assets. We can see assets now. We have the green light. Let's go to the step 9. The THE head, so T head and T body, table head and table body. Table head, okay. Elements are used to indicate which portion of your table is the header and which portion contains the primary data or content. Great. So let's go. We will add AT head and T body to your first table below the caption element. So we'll go below the caption element, T head. इसको close कर देते हैं. It doesn't say whether it's a self closing tag or not. To your first table, so T head and T body. So now T body, head and body, just like HTML. So T head and T body, we're good to go to the next step. The TR element, that's new. TR is probably for T row. Table row element is used to indicate a table row. Yep, that makes sense. Add a table row element within your T head element. So head के अंदर हम लोग पहला row डालेंगे. Wow. So list li ul T head head. So tr table row. Then for columns it's probably tc. So T head में गए in your new tr element. So these are all, none of these are self closing tags mind you. और TR के अंदर हम लोग TD element डालेंगे followed by 3 TH element. ओ हो. Okay, no problem, चलो डालते हैं. So TR के अंदर TD element, copy paste closing tag, and a TD element followed by 3 TH elements. Okay. How will we do that? So let me think. 28.4. Alright, sorry. So add a TD element followed by 3 TH elements. So TD के बाद TH, not inside. So we'll write TH table head, but we already have TH in this. Sorry, slash. So 3 of them. The TR element is used to indicate a table row. Okay, table row के अंदर हम लोग ने एक D डाला और एक TH डाला. Okay, what does this do? In your new TR element, add a TD element, एक डाला followed by 3 TH elements डाल दिए. The TD element indicates a data cell while the TH in okay, so header. Acha, so yeah, so that's header. But then why do we have 3 header and 1 data cell? Let's find out. Let's see. Within each of your new TH elements, nest a span element with the class set to SR only here. So we're going to add 2 classes. One is SR only, which is screen readers only, and here. So क्या करेंगे within each of your new TH elements. TH पे हम लोग करेंगे अच्छा नेक्स्ट करेंगे span element. अच्छा span का क्लास डालेंगे. So span class equals double quotes sr hyphen only space year double quotes end. Oh, this span, sorry about that, and year, and we put the closing span tag, and now we have it covered. Okay, now next is span with the class set to within each. So let's copy this span element and paste it in each of the th. Great. Give them the following text in order. So we'll give these span elements the text 2019 2020 and 2021. Wow, assets also moved. Interesting. Yeah, because it's in a table now. Great. Okay, so give your third th element. Okay, the class attribute set to current. Okay, are we, but इसमें तो डाल दिया है. What do you mean? Within each of your new th elements, next is span element with the class. अच्छा, th element, third th element को class देंगे, not anything else. So we'll give it a class value here, class attribute. Class attribute and value is set to current. Leave the td empty. Q. Acha, okay, we'll find out. This element exists only to ensure your table has a 4-column layout and associate the headers with the current columns. Within your table body element, add 4 table row elements, just like this. But for t head we use only 1 tr. We're going to use 4 tr for this t body thing. Okay, so I'll write first is tr का closing tag, copy paste, कितने 4, sorry, oh yeah, that was unnecessary, 4. Give the first 3 a class attribute set to data. So copy that, space paste, स्पेस भी कॉपी कर लेते हैं ना, तो इजी पड़ेगा. कॉपी, nope, we're not supposed to do that to the third one. And the fourth class attribute to total. Yeah, that makes sense, क्योंकि total पे अलग rules लगने वाले हैं. Total, and there we have it. Now on to step 13. In your first tr, add a th element with the text cache. This is the cache we currently have on hand. Okay. So in the first tr, the mouse is here. Okay, so in the first tr, we'll add a th element, th copy, th paste, slash, we'll copy this text. Do not copy the two full stop signs. Yes, cache, this is the cache we currently have on hand. Nice. Have all of that text except cache in a span element. अच्छा, तो इसको थोड़ा मूव कर देंगे. यप, स्पैन पे, और फिर उसमें प्रॉब्ली एक क्लास लगेगा. प्रॉब्ली ये कर दिया. क्या बोल रहे हैं? और कैश स्पेस को हमें लेना नहीं लेना था. सो यू कैन सी आई हैव लेफ्ट द कैश स्पेस. और क्या है? सो विद द क्लास सेट टू डिस्क्रिप्शन. सो या, इट सेज क्लास सेट टू डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑलरेडी. सो डिस्क्रिप्शन आ गया. नाउ व्हाट डज इट से? हाँ, स्पैन को क्लोज भी करने का, स्लैश स्पैन. ओके, so following that, add 3 td elements with the following text. So after th we will add td elements now in the following order. Give the third td element a class attribute set to current. Okay, so th के बाद हम लोग डालेंगे td कॉपी पेस्ट स्लैश. ओके, अभी td के अंदर $25 25 30 and 28. okay, I can reuse that then. Oh, sorry. So this will be 30 and this will become 28. You can see that over there. Wow. So we're completely doing index file first. Okay, give the third td element a class attribute set to current. Class attribute set to current. Okay, ये सारे रूल्स हम लोग css में करने वाले visit. Oh. Yes, I think we missed something. So in your first tr, okay, add a th element with the text cache. This is the cache we currently have on hand. और फिर इसको close कर दिया. Wrap all of that text except cache in a span element with the class set to description. यहाँ ये सब कर दिया था. ये सब th element में किया, th को close भी किया. Yes. Following that, उसके बाद 3 td elements डालो जिसका टेक्स्ट होगा $25, $30 and $28. Give the third td element a class attribute set to current. Oh my god, another typo. Yep, that was it. Now we go to the next step. In your second tr element, add a th element with the text checking our primary transactional account. Okay, so you go to tr. So in your second tr we'll add one in the tr. So th copy paste slash. So in your second tr element, we are already on the second tr element, add a th element with the text checking our primary transaction. Okay, so इसको copy करेंगे from here till here, copy in the th element, paste, wrap that text except for checking space. So यहाँ से हम डालेंगे span. Span का probably कोई class भी होगा, वो भी डालेंगे. And I haven't looked at the preview at all, but I can understand what it will look like. So if you see here, yeah, cache is the cache. Yeah, it makes sense what this is doing. But ये तो हम लोग बाद में लिखेंगे. Anyway, we'll find out. We'll understand later. So in your second, yeah, ये सब कर दिया, wrap कर दिया with a class attribute set to description. So class description, description descri. और अभी नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ पे जाएंगे. हाँ, वो सब तो ठीक है. I jump the gun. Following that, add 3 td elements. यहाँ से उठा के रख देते हैं. And give the third element class set to current. Great. So यहाँ से उठा के रख सकते हैं. थोड़ा zoom कर देता हूँ तो आपको अच्छे से दिखेगा. हाँ, that is much better for you guys. So what is it? So th के अंदर हम th के बाद हम td element डालेंगे. So paste here. Now the prices will be different. This will be different. Now it will be, the first one will be $54. This will be 56. Okay, 56, and the last one will be 53. Great. And we can see that now the numbers, the dollars, really. Okay, great. Green light, and we can go to the step 15. In your third tr element, okay, table row. So we're going to add a third tr element. I think सब rows के साथ ही खेलने वाले, rows और classes के साथ. So what does this say? In your third tr element, okay, we have the third tr element open with us. Add a th element, okay, th with the text savings wrap that text except for savings in a span. Okay, class attribute set to description. ये ऊपर से हम लोग कॉपी कर सकते हैं and we will. So tr के अंदर ये th है and it says td भी डालने वाला ही है with class set to current. So I can copy this. I'll place the cursor over there. Can you guys see that? Yes. यहाँ पे हम सब टेक्स्ट पेस्ट करेंगे. Now instead of checking, it will be savings space. Okay. Funds set aside for emergencies. So ये R से लेकर account तक पेस्ट कर देंगे. And we can see that this text is over here. Savings cash checking. Great. Now what else? So we have to change the prices from $54 to $500 for the first TD. Then $650. So what if, yeah, never mind. So $650 for the next and $728 for the last. Sorry, $728. Yes. Yep, that was it. Great. I think we'll do this drill a few more times. In the fourth tr element, yes. Add a th element, th, फिर td डालेंगे और prices change कर देंगे. And this time we are also doing a few more things. So let's copy this first. क्या बोल रहे हैं? In the fourth tr element, add a th element with the text total assets. So ये सब कुछ span में नहीं आएगा, don't worry. So I'll write total TOTAL funds set aside for emergencies. So instead ASSETS. Sorry about that. And in a span element with the class attribute set to SR only. So description की जगह अब हम लोग SR only, screen readers only दिखाएंगे. So it says total, but it will only be visible for screen readers. हमें assets नहीं दिखेंगे. मतलब ये word assets हमारी वेबसाइट पे नहीं दिखेगा. After we add some CSS rules. Now moving on to this. Following that, add 3 TD elements with the following text. So TD elements डाल दिए हैं. इनकी प्राइस क्या होगी? $579. So I don't need to rewrite 5. Then $736. That is cool. So 73. 6 तो था पहले से. 809. So 809. We can see the prices over there, and I think that's it for this step. Great work, guys. Step 17. Time to move on to your second table. Now we will go to the second table. We also have a third table, but that's for the future steps. Anyway, start by giving it a caption. Element set to liabilities, then add your T head and T body. So, okay. Oh, so much. I'll write it myself now. Okay, no problem. So it says caption. I'll copy this. It is not a self-closing tag. और caption में लिखेंगे lia, BILITIES, liabilities, then add your T head and body, T body. So table head, and after table head we'll add table body. Great, that's it. Let's go to the next step. Step 18. Within your T head. So within your T head, add a TR inside that. Okay. See, so it was folded up. Okay. So within your T head, add a TR. Dollar. Inside that, add a TD and 3 TH elements. Okay. So TD and कितने 3th, so th, copy and paste, slash, copy that, paste, oh sorry, yep, we're good to go. And we can see in the preview that it is slowly coming together, but we haven't added any CSS rules yet. CSS की फाइल अभी भी खाली है, so I think एक बार पूरा शीट बन जाएगा, ये बैलेंस शीट बन जाएगा, उसके बाद हम लोग स्टाइलिंग डालना शुरू कर देंगे. So let's see, what does this say? Give each th element a span element with the class set to sr only. So ये th element में जाएंगे, we'll give it a class of sr only, screen readers only, copy, also copy the space, why not, paste and paste. So give the th element a span element. अच्छा span के अंदर ही डालना था, अरे बाप रे, कोई बात नहीं, डाल देंगे. I should have read first, okay. और उसके अंदर ये टेक्स्ट इस ऑर्डर में डालेंगे 2019, 2020, 2021, ओके. स्पैन, इसको ही कॉपी करके डाल देंगे, स्लैश स्पैन, कॉपी, नाल पेस्ट. ओ इधर कोई स्पेस की ज़रूरत नहीं है. कॉपी, पेस्ट and paste it again. Now in this thing it says 2019, then 2020, then 2021. Yep. Control enter, command enter, they're the same thing, and we're good to go. Step 20, within the t-body element, which is this, within the t-body element we will add 4 tr elements, table row elements. Give the first 3 the class attribute set to data. So first 3, okay, so and the 4th class attribute set to total. तो हर एक को क्लास देना ही है, पहले डेटा दे देते हैं और फिर डेटा को चेंज कर देंगे. सो टी बॉडी के अंदर टी आर, सो टी आर स्पेस क्लास इक्वल्स डबल कोट्स, अरे बाप रे ये टी आ गया. तो टी आर क्लास क्या है, सो डेटा, एंड यू विल क्लोज दिस एंड आई राइट टी आर कॉपी and yeah, add 3 more. So and for this I'll change data to total. Yep, green light, good to go. Step 21, within the first tr add a th element with the text loans I see. ये सब हम लोग जो हाँ उसको भी स्पैन के अंदर करेंगे और उसको ये करेंगे, ओके. अरे बाप रे, इस तो लिखा है यार क्यों, तो ऊपर से कॉपी करते हैं ना, दिस नो दिस टोटल स्पैन क्लास, ये ले लेते हैं. लेट्स सी इफ वी कैन रीयूज दिस. क्या था, THNTD within the first tr and ATH element. So this is the first tr class, इसके अंदर th डालेंगे और फिर td element डालेंगे. So I'll just copy and paste from what I saw above. So LOANS capital loans और ये उठा लेते हैं from here till here, copy. Instead of assets this will become this, outstanding balance on our startup loan. Then what, we'll wrap the text except for those within the span element कर दिया है, और क्लास होगा description instead of sr only. So I'll change that. So DSRICPTION. हाँ ये चेंज करना पड़ेगा, हाँ ठीक है, I'll copy this later. Now 500, 250, and for this it will be 0 unfortunately. it, and the third text will have the class current. Yep. और क्या है class is description. Description. What are we missing? Within the first tr add ATH element डाला with the text loans space the outstanding, not loan. अच्छा, the outstanding डाला, फिर इसको रैप किया. किसको रैप किया? the से लेके लोन तक, लोन फुल स्टॉप तक स्पैन के अंदर क्लास डाला. स्पैन को क्लास दिया डिस्क्रिप्शन, फिर td यूज़ किया, टेबल डेटा एंड गिव देम फॉलोइंग टेक्स्ट 500 एंड दिस एंड दैट. और करंट को हमने $0 रखा और उसको क्लास दिया. ओके, ग्रेट. We have the green light and we're good to go to the next step. Yes. Within the second tr add ATH element with the text expenses. Okay, उठाते हैं ये सब वापस. And we go to this and paste the text. क्या क्या चेंज करना है? So loans की जगह expenses आ जाएंगे. So you know what, I'll just copy this and I'll manually write expenses. Grab that text except for expenses within a span element set to description. Yup. With the class and 3 td elements और last को current कर देंगे. So we're doing the same thing but we're going to change the text. So loans बन जाएंगे expenses और ये जो the वाला tag text है वो बन जाएगा instead of loan we will paste it annual anticipated in expenses such as payroll. Okay. सब स्पैन में डाल दिया है एंड वी गुड टू गो. नहीं, अच्छा, प्राइस चेंज करनी बाकी है. So instead of 500 it will be 200 now. This will be 300 and this will be 400. We have the green light now. Step 23. Within the third tr add ATH element with the text credit the outstanding balance on our credit card. So third tr अभी हम लोग ये text डालेंगे. Again we're going to do the same thing and change the values. So I think मैंने copy करके ही रखा था और नहीं copy नहीं किया था. So from th beginning to tr end, sorry td end, ये हम डालेंगे थर्ड में एंड विल चेंज क्रेडिट. लोन्स की जगह क्रेडिट कर देंगे. हाँ, बिकॉज हाँ लोन्स की जगह क्रेडिट कर देंगे. लोन्स स्पेस की जगह क्रेडिट स्पेस कर देंगे और ये सेंटेंस को कॉपी करके प्लेस कर देंगे. एंड 50 50 75 करंट. ओके, यप, दे आर द सेम थिंग. यहाँ से यहाँ पे लेकर जाके पेस्ट कर देंगे. आउटस्टैंडिंग बैलेंस ऑन आवर क्रेडिट कार्ड. इट सेज क्रेडिट स्पेस. am I reading that? Okay, so credit space. We have the green light. This has more to do with rows and columns, so it feels repetitive, but fear not, guy. Hello, Mr. Soumyajit. Glad to have you with us in this live video. Is that Soumyajit I know? Probably, yeah. क्यों जो Soumyajit तू पण freeCodeCamp करवानो शुरू करी दे. How is college? So let's go to step 24. What does this say? In the fourth tr element, so that is the fourth tr element. This is the fourth tr element. Sorry, ये वाला. In this we will add ठीक है, हाँ सिर्फ डालेंगे. Yes, this has the attribute sr only, so then we can copy this table header और जिसका class है sr only और class is, and the second class is still current. Okay, makes sense. So we'll copy this. We go to this line, I'll paste that. And we scroll up. What does it say? So total liabilities in a span element. अच्छा, total liabilities. So total is already there, total assets की जगह अभी liabilities बन जाएंगे. Liabilities, yes. And what is the change in the price? So 750, 600 and 475. 750, 600, 475. 750, 475. So 475. What else are we supposed to change? 600, 750, 600, 400, 475. Okay, 600. We already have that. Hey, sorry. 600. So we change it to 600. And we can go to the next step. Step 25 for your third table. Now we are on the third table. So this was assets, then liabilities, and we'll probably be working with net worth. Okay. So we'll first put the caption. Caption will be set to caption. Okay, it is not a self-closing tag. What will you write? So add a caption with the text net worth. So net worth, we'll use net worth for that, and set up a table header and table body. We'll set up a table header and table body. So t head, copy, paste. Oh, sorry. Paste that. Why did it? Okay, so copy that, paste it here. Paste the self-closing tag, then t body. इसको copy करके रखेंगे, and we paste it here and we put that there. Great. Now we have step 26. Within your t head, within your t head, create a table row. So tr डाल दिया. In that, इसके अंदर add a th. So th slash, sorry, we are supposed to add atd. Sorry, got carried away. So t head के अंदर tr के अंदर td and 3 th elements. Great. So th, copy paste. Copy and paste, closing tag, paste. We have 3 th elements now. Within each of the 3, okay, so we also supposed to do that. तो बाद में करते हैं. We'll copy all of them together. Within each of the th elements, satisfy an element with the class set to sr only. So we'll give it the class sr only, screen readers only. और ये उठाते हैं, paste. Great. उसके अंदर हम लोग years डाल देंगे. So 2019, then 2020, then 2021. You can see that net worth will probably move this text to the center and this text to the right. Moving on. What else are we missing? So sr hyphen only class डाल दिया था. अच्छा, span में डालना था. Yeah, I missed that. I think I repeated this mistake just now. So यहाँ पे लिखेंगे span class. इतना ही copy कर देते हैं. Copy, paste. अच्छा, I didn't copy the space before. Okay, great. Now we have a span and 2019, 2020, 2021. Now on to step 27. Wow, it has only been an hour so far. Yeah, it happens with sheets, don't worry guys. So within the t body, add a tr with the class set to total. So in t body, where is this? So this is t body. Add a tr with the class set to total. So tr equals, well, not tr equals, tr space class equals double quotes total. Nope. In that add ath. So अभी इसको ख़त्म करेंगे. tr closing tag. Inside this we will add ath with the text total net worth, copy this, paste it, slash hyphen total, no hyphen, sorry, hyphen, total net worth in title case, and wrap the words net worth in a span with the class SR only. So slash span, I added the closing tag first, and then I'll add the opening span tag with the class equals SR only, screen reader only. We'll probably apply it later. Now we have this total net worth. Great. What else? So then add 3 TD elements. Otherwise there is space. Yeah, the space needs to be there. Now we'll add TD elements, giving it a class to current. ये तो हमारे पास है ही, उठा ही लेते हैं. Nope, we will not copy the line break. Happens so many times. Okay. और क्या था? So TD elements, 3 TD elements in the class set to current, giving the third. अच्छा, third को देना है. हाँ, तो उठा ही सकते हैं ना यहाँ से. यही उठा लेते हैं 3 TD elements को. So copy that. Yeah, why do I say उठा लेंगे? We have these. What does it ask us to do? So giving the third class is set to current, we have minus 171, 136 and 334. 171, 136, 171, 336, sorry, 136, sorry, that is immediate, and 334. What else are we to do? So and add 3 TD elements. ये डाला, set to current. Yep, the class is set to current. Span के अंदर total net है. Oh, net worth को span में डाला था. Okay, my bad. इसको कट करेंगे, यहाँ पे पेस्ट करेंगे, and we'll change the span's position, command X, and net worth, paste. That will give us the thing we need. Great. Time to style your table. Start by resetting the box model. Create an HTML selector and give it a box sizing property set to border box. Okay. That is good jogging. Anyway, so where were we? 140. Okay. Wow, we have 2 concurrent viewers. Thank you for watching, guys. So now let's get on with step 28. Time to style your table. Start by resetting the box model. Okay. Styling शुरू करेंगे अभी. Style. अच्छा. So I think that means we have finished writing all the values in here. Now we're going to use CSS and make it look like a sheet. Okay, resetting the box model. Create an HTML selector. HTML selector banaya, that is a type selector. Give it a box sizing property value. Set sizing. क्या देंगे value? Border box. So border hyphen box. That has not appeared yet. Okay, आएगा, I think because of the color. So if I give it color, it will automatically appear. Blue. Yeah, that is a typo. Ground कोरिलेटेड नहीं होना चाहिए. So yeah, okay, so this is the border box. We'll wrap all of this. We'll probably set the size, margin थोड़ा कम कर देंगे. Anyway, let's go to the next step. Create a body selector and give it a font family property set to sans serif and a color set to this. Okay. तो मैं बनाऊंगा body selector I didn't need to use the mouse. टाइप सिलेक्टर बनाएंगे, टाइप सिलेक्टर के अंदर लिखेंगे font family colon, what does it say, sans serif, and fallback, no fallback, so by default we'll use serif, sans serif, semicolon, and color, this will target the font, and the color for this will probably be 0A0A23, something less dark maybe, so 0A23 slash semicolon. Yep. Next, on to step 30. Before you get too far into your styling, you should make use of the SR only class. Yep. So SR only. Why? Because this is a class selector, not a styles type selector. You can use CSS to make elements with the class completely hidden from the visual page, but still be announced by screen readers. That is cool. Screen readers जब पढ़ेंगे तो उनको सब अच्छा it will be announced. Yep. But it won't be visible. Yeah, or completely hidden. Yeah, it will be completely hidden, but still be announced by screen readers. The CSS you are about to write is a common set of properties used to ensure elements are completely hidden visually. So the span class selector will select any span element whose class includes SR only. That is nifty. So instead of this, we're going to write this, where it says span class tilde equals SR only selector. Okay. Okay, ये बनाया हमने. We'll set any span whose class includes SR only, screen reader only. Create that selector and give it a border property set to 0. उससे क्या होगा? Let's see. Border hyphen, oh yeah, I don't need to put a border hyphen, border 0 semicolon. No change yet. So far no text has disappeared. Okay. Next, so step 31, the CSS clip property is used to define the visible portions of an element. Okay, clip property, that's new. Set this selector to have a clip property of rectangle 11111. Okay, so I can, yeah, that's long text, so I can write the clip property. Clip is to clip the image. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या यूज़ करेंगे कोई आइडिया नहीं. Maybe let me give it a background colors to understand क्या effects आ रहे हैं. COLOR, blue again. I see. Yeah, we have highlighted every class with जहाँ पे भी SR only यूज़ किया है. So इन सब पे जो हम डाल रहे हैं, जो अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, वो सब इस पे होगा अप्लाई. Okay, इन सब पे. Make sense. इसको मैं 10 कर दूँ तो क्या होगा? No change, still no change. Nope, nothing. देखते हैं आगे क्या दिखाता है, क्या करता है. So this is a rectangle function. Now clip path property determines, so just like clip, we have clip path determines the shape the clip property should take. अच्छा, तो clip path की मदद से वो clip अपना shape determine करेगा. Okay, so for clip path property, we'll give it an inset function of 50%, semicolon, and the color has disappeared and the text has disappeared. 2019, 2020, 21. Anyway, wow. Okay, what does inset do? That color was only for my understanding. Inset, go to definition. What? Then why do you have it? Meaning, inset CSS का meaning देखते हैं. So Mozilla official source, the inset CSS property is a shorthand shorthand property. It corresponds to the top, right, bottom and or left properties. It has the same multi-value syntax of margin shorthand. अंदर का. So CSS outset, inset, border and outline. Inset property, so whatever that is, that must be the inset. I see, yeah, that makes sense. अंदर की border, या फिर border हम लोग बाहर रखे तो, groove रखे तो, ridges रखे तो. Okay. Solid, dashed, dotted and double. अच्छा. Cool. So we set inset to 50%. What if I write outset? OUT 50%. Then solid. No change, so we cannot use that property, use that value for this property. Anyway, डाल दिया forming the clip path into a rectangle within the element. मैं 10% करूँ तो then it's visible. 60% it is not. Well, it's not visible anyway. But if I write 0%, what if I remove this? क्या था पहले? Only if I write 50% will it disappear. It did not disappear. Okay. और क्या है? Clip path. अच्छा, it's outset. That's why I can't change it. Okay, so inset. गायब हो गया text. Now if I write 10%. Okay, so the border, the inset value. So yeah, 10%. और if I write 100% तो वो पूरा गायब हो जाएगा. But 50% पे भी वो गायब हो ही जाता है. Okay, we have this. Now you need to size these elements down. Give your span class SR only. I mean this. Selector A width and height property set to 1. So DTH 1px height. No change so far, but the text is correct. So we have a lot to do with span class this time. Overflow property to hidden. इस पे text overflow करेगा. So hidden and a white space, hyphen space, no wrap. We came across these, not WHAIT, white space. We came across these properties in the previous tutorial, so I can move past this. Step 34. Finally, you need to take these hidden elements out of the document flow. हाँ तो या उसके बीच में ना आए. Yes. So we'll set the position to absolute and property. Yes, I think, yeah, I remember this. So position absolute, then padding 0, margin minus, what does it say? -1 px. You can see this is what we added. And the moment we do that, they do not take up space. They are no longer visible, but they are not even within the page view. So they're not taking any space. We will scroll up. Okay. Time to style your table heading. अच्छा, H1 selector बना गया. ठीक है. Give it a max with property set to 37.2. That is huge. Relative element and a margin property to 0 auto. and a padding property set to 1.5 rem and to 1.25 rem. Okay, so instead of t head I should have written h1. h1 के अंदर हम लोग डालेंगे पहले max width, which will be 37.25 rem. That is 37.25 times rem. What was it before? There's no change. Why? Yeah, because it's max width, not minimum, yeah, or width. What if I were to change this to width? No change so far. Okay. Then we'll add a margin property. Margin property may 0 and auto, so that means it will be in the center. You can see that margin 0, ऊपर से नीचे से 0, left right से automatically center. यहाँ पे हटाए तो आपको फ़र्क दिखेगा. Okay. And we set the padding property to this 1.5 rem relative element to 1.25 rem. I saw that. If I remove the padding, it changes. देखते ना ये हमने h1 कहाँ ये लगाया है. So color here, I'll give it a color so I understand what I am changing. So blue again. So that's the only thing that we're changing for now. But इसका padding जैसे ही आ गया तो ये पूरा table move हो गया. Great. Yep, let's go to the next step. We're almost there. We've finished 36 steps in what, 1 hour? Yeah, almost 75 minutes. Nice. Target your flex container with an h1. Okay, with an h1 dot flex selector. That is a new kind of selector, pseudo selector. So h1 space dot flex. So h1 के अंदर जितने भी flex होंगे वो, I see, interesting. New stuff keeps appearing. Now we'll give it a display property flex and flex direction in column reverse. We will not use justify content unless it says so. Okay. So क्या देखा है target your flex container? अच्छा. Display property to flex. We also have inline block and flex as property values for display. Now that we've given it a flex, we will give it a flex direction. वही कितना है column reverse. अच्छा तो पूरा डेटा घूम जाएगा. हाँ क्या घूमा? Only the h1 and the flex. Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry. No. Again. So it will flip this, but the screen readers will find this first, hear this, come across this first, read this first, and then this. But for us to reverse it, to make it up, make the Acme widget cop second and balance sheet first, we used CSS flex direction. This will display the nested elements from bottom to top. Great. Okay, हमने इसमें class डाला था h1 के अंदर flex का. I will check. So it says span class flex. We did add a class called flex. Okay. So h1 के अंदर flex को target किया. Make sense? What else are we supposed to do? Finally set the gap property. So get gap property में 1 rem and we're good to go. Yeah, so yeah, 1 relative to the element. Okay. HTML जो भी हमने default size of 1. Okay. We have 2 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much for watching. Scroll down. The first of type pseudo selector is used to target the first element that matches the selector, first element in the HTML page. So create an h1 flex span, अच्छा span भी first, अच्छा first of type, अच्छा इस type का first, तो ये span select करेगा to target the first span element in your flex. This must be the first span element. I am not sure either. This should be, yeah, but let's find out. So what will we write? So इतना copy करके उठा ही देते हैं. That's the selector we're going to use. First of type it's called. इसके अंदर हम लोग डालेंगे, क्या डालेंगे? So remember that span elements are reversed visually, so this will appear to be second element on the page. Yes. So give your new selector a font size, and we will give it 0.7 em element. What changed? Yeah, the size of Acme widget cop change, because that's the first span inside h1. h1 जिसमें class है flex, उसके अंदर span. Wow. h1 with the class flex and span. Okay, डाल दिया. It does look like a subheading now. Now we go to the next step, step 38. Again we're going to use last of type, but instead we're going to use another, we're going to create another h1 flex span types. Okay, why? So अच्छा, first of type and last of type, yeah, makes sense. तो अभी इसका last वाला क्या होगा? Probably balance sheet की size थोड़ी बढ़ा देंगे, because it's the last. If you think about it, the first is Acme widget cop for screen readers leisure. Okay, yeah. क्या बता रहा है? So to target the last span in your flex container, कर दिया target. अभी इसकी size बढ़ाएंगे, font size. Excuse me, it is getting hot. Font size लिखेंगे 1.2, so that is almost 20% bigger. M, but it says M, so I'm not sure. Oh, sorry. Command Z. Okay, and semicolon बन गया. So it's I think, yeah, 20% more होना चाहिए when we say 1.2 M, or I could be wrong. Okay. Now we go to steps 39. Oh, it's already 1 hour and a half. Okay. So you wrapped your table in a section element. Now you can style that to give your table a border. Okay. So क्या करेंगे? हाँ, पूरी टेबल को सेक्शन एलिमेंट के अंदर रैप किया था. We did. Now we're going to give it a border. So we'll create a section selector. Section will be a type selector, and we'll give it a max -width property, and we'll set it to 40 rem. Okay, that is bold. If I write color right now, so I'll show you. So background, some color. You know what, I'll use the red. You see that? 40 rem, almost 40 size. Nothing changed. Interesting. Okay, anyway, I'll keep this background color for you guys so that we can see what other changes we're making. So max width property, अच्छा, सबसे जितना बड़ा हो कर रहे, but it will not exceed a size. So 40 rem से ज़्यादा वो exceed नहीं करेगा. Okay. और क्या बता रहा है? Create a section selector. हाँ, बना दिया. Max width property डाल दी. Set the margin property to 0 auto. So margin, so that it stays in the center all the time. So margin property हम लोग देंगे 0, top and bottom से 0, and left and right से auto, so it stays in the center. If we didn't have this, हाँ नहीं, इसको थोड़ा zoom करके दिखाना पड़ेगा. Sorry, I'll expand this. So if I write command Z now, yeah, I'll open it in a preview for you guys to understand. एंड फॉर माई सेल्फ टू अंडरस्टैंड टू, यहाँ से मैं अगर मार्जिन हटा दूँ तो ये लेफ्ट मूव हो जाता है. ग्रेट. एनीवे, now that we have that, we can go to the next step. Center it and set the border property. तो लिखेंगे border property to 0 auto, no sorry 2px. अच्छा, तो इसकी थिकनेस, बॉर्डर की थिकनेस 2 पिक्सल्स, वो सॉलिड होनी चाहिए. सॉलिड मीन्स इट्स ए सॉलिड लाइन, इट्स नॉट ए डॉटेड और डैश्ड लाइन. आई विल शो यू. इफ आई राइट डॉटेड, यू कैन सी द डॉटेड लाइन, द डॉट्स. थोड़ा जूम करता हूँ तो आपको दिखेगा. आई एम ऑलरेडी मैक्स्ड आउट ऑन द जूम, सॉरी अबाउट दैट. बट notice, keep your eyes over here. What I can do is I can close the preview here and I can open the preview here for you guys to understand. तो आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा होगा this is a dotted line. इसको मैं हटा देता हूँ तो आपको दिखेगा. अरे बाप रे. Yeah, you can see there's a dotted line. You know, let me change this color. So black, and that is a dotted line. Now instead of dotted, if I write dashed, then I would have a dashed line, and that's why we use this as solid. So it's a solid line, and the color of course should be, I'll just press command Z, command Z, command Z. Okay, that's good enough. Wait, that's, so we have a border now. सभी सब margin, border का margin सब set करेंगे अभी. Let's go. This 2019, this text is sticking to it. So we देखते हैं. What does it say? So the last part of your table heading is your years. Yeah, so the last part of your table heading is your years. Create a hash years selector. So guys, mention in the comments why the hash is there. And what does it say? So create selector and enable flexbox. So display flex, justify content. So justify hyphen content कहाँ पे? To the end of the flex direction. End of the flex direction. अभी मैं भूल गया. Justify property values. Justify content property की values क्या क्या थी? We want it in the end. So what do? Flex end, I believe. So let's check content to the end of the flex direction and make the element sticky. So I'll write flex hyphen end. Now that's over there. Oh my god, there's no spacing though. And make the element sticky. How do you make an element sticky? There should be a property for sticky that has the value sticky. Flex. So flex direction maybe. Nope. Flex में क्या होता होगा? Flex के अंदर flex grow, shrink, sticky. Nope. We'll have to check. अभी सारे को देखने नहीं जा सकते. तो flex box enable किया, justify किया content को end पे, and make the element sticky. How do we make the element sticky? There is a property. Oh shit. So I'm googling how to make an element sticky in CSS. So what does this say? Create a sticky element. Yep. We learned this. So position with, oh that's different. Position sticky and top 0. Interesting. Acha. Instead of, okay. So here's, but then enable flexbox. So for display we use flexbox. So acha, position के लिए sticky. Okay, no problem. So I can do that. Flex, then justify content. I refreshed the page by mistake, so I have to write all this again, and I didn't save my progress, so now I'll save my progress. So justify content, what was it? So flex end के बाद हम लोग इसको बनाने वाले थे sticky, so we'll use position and sticky and justify content. Okay, what did it look like before? Okay, and before display flex it had spaces. Okay, now position has also been entered, the property position. We made it sticky. Fix it to the top of container with top 0. Yep, 0, sorry, not O, 0, done. I'll also give it a background color so that I understand. Background hyphen color, because okay, black. Acha. Yeah, I could also have chosen white, blue. अच्छा हाँ, इस पे हम लोग करने वाले, इस पे कलर डालेंगे बाद में. But anyway, now this is on top. What if it weren't? There's no change. But ये section element के top पे रहेगा, I think. Now apply some color to your ears. Make the text full FFF, so 16, 16, 16, and the background 0A, 0A, 2, 3. I just added the background color in the last step almost. Anyway, हाँ ठीक है, तो कलर डालते हैं white FFF #FFF. Yeah, because I removed the color. By default it's black. And अभी इसमें हम लोग background color डालेंगे. So BACKGROUND hyphen color. What if I just write background? Let's see what happens then. So hash value 0A 0A 23 semicolon. I didn't need that, so I didn't need to write background color. Funny. Now step 42. The calc function is a CSS function calculator that allows you to calculate a value based on other values. For example, you can use it to calculate the width of the viewport minus the margin of an element. Oh my god. So width of the viewport, 100% of the viewport size, width of the 100% viewport minus the margin of an element. What? Okay, let's see. So give ears a margin if of 0 space minus 2px semicolon and padding padding 0.5 rem relative of 50%. Nice. And what will we do next? So अच्छा padding के अंदर ही डालेंगे हम लोग ये function को. Okay, so I'll copy this from here till here, and we can see that this is how it works. So we're going to set padding values and we're going to run a calculator function in it. And just इसको हटा देते हैं और इस पे paste कर देते हैं semicolon. No difference. Why is there no difference? There is a difference. वैसे जैसे padding डाला, so top and bottom 0.5 rem, top and bottom, then calculate 1.25, so 25% more of the regular size, plus 2 pixels. So we can calculate it, we can add it, subtract it, and a padding set to, so this probably, so that's value 1, that's value 2, value 3, and value 4. So this must be the right value, like from the right, so top right, and then bottom, and then left. Do not believe me, Then I'll write minus 50. इसको मैं हटा दूँ 5 rem. Yeah, so that is the bottom padding. This is the top padding. Yep. This is the, I think, or if I just write this, that is the right padding. अच्छा, तो right से उसने space दे दी. हाँ, तो right से इतनी gap है, 3 point whatever the value this is, and then add 2 more pixels to it. Nope, no thank you, it's only okay. So an hour and a half already. What time is it? It's 4. Great. So guys, I'll take a quick water break. I will be back in a couple of minutes. आप कहीं जाइएगा मत. Enjoy the music for a little, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes, and I'll fetch some water. Hello guys, welcome back. We were working on building a balance sheet and अब तक हमने ये सब बना दिया है. हमने पहले HTML पे टेक्स्ट डाल दिया था और ये सब हमने अभी ये सब डाल दिया एंड वी लुक्ड एट द पैडिंग नाउ. और ये हमने सब पूरा फ्लेक्स बॉक्स बनाया इसके अंदर फॉर दीज ईयर्स. लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद दिस and let's see where we were before. Okay, so it says adding position sticky, which is this. Moved the element into its own stack, which it did. Now it has these are not 3 different years anymore. These are that's a big number now. To ensure your years element does not get hidden by different stacks, add a z index property set to 999 in the years rule. Okay, so z index, whatever that is, 999 and semicolon. Let's find out what this does. So we'll go to w3schools.com. In w3schools.com we should look for a property called z index. So that should be at the last part. Yep, that's the last property. Alphabet wise, what does this say? So z index property specifies the stack order of an element. Okay, an element with greater stack order is always in front of an element with a lower stack order. Okay, इसके साथ करके दिखा भाई मुझे. अच्छा, तो ये टेक्स्ट हमेशा ऊपर ही रहेगा. तो हम लोग स्टाइल के अंदर जाते हैं. इमेज इज -1, सो इसकी वैल्यू नीचे है तो नीचे ही रहेगा. और इफ आई रन दिस, अच्छा तो ये ऊपर रहेगा क्योंकि इसकी वैल्यू 1 है और इंडेक्स प्रॉपर्टी की वैल्यू कुछ नहीं है, सो इट डजंट रियली मैटर. अच्छा, सो द सेम वे as long as this is 999, this will always stay on top whatever we keep here. Okay, makes sense. So yeah, it does not get hidden by different stacks. Makes sense. Let's go. We have the green light, red light, green light. Anyway, I think we have 24 more steps to go and that's very good going, guys. This is amazing progress. And let's see what else we can do. So what does this say? Style the text within your years element by creating a years span class selector. So we did create one. So जैसे यहाँ पे है span class selector. Then we have these. Where was this? So span class this. So the same way we're going to create another span selector, I believe. Or we could just write this. So okay, so span के अंदर जितने भी classes है वो लेगा तो ऐसा. Let's see. Let's read all of it before we go further, तो थोड़ा confusion कम हो जाए. Style the text within your years element. Okay, by creating a years span class element. Okay. So hash years space span class L selector. The span class syntax will target any span element that has a class attribute set. अच्छा, तो year में जिसमें भी हमने class attribute set किया होगा उन सबको करेगा. अच्छा, तो it's an attribute selector for years. Okay, will target any span element that has a class attribute. It will target any span element जिसमें class attribute set किया है. Okay, regardless of the attributes value. अगर उसमें हमने class mention किया है तो उसको target करेगा. Okay, what will this do? So give your new selector a bold font with a width of 4.5 rem. बोल्ड फॉन्ट के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं? आई थिंक वी यूज़ फॉन्ट वेट, WIGTH, sorry. How many? I think we'll use 700. What? sorry, GHT. Anyway, font weight, and we'll give it a width of 4.5 rem. That should be bigger. Acha, distance, okay. So in this case, yeah, relative. Okay, font weight 700. I gave it 700, but is there a better way? Yeah, let's find out. Okay, 100 में कुछ नहीं हुआ. 500 almost, yeah, there's nothing. 700 में दिख रहा है मुझे, 100 में दिख रहा है. Why not 500? Yeah, it's virtually the same. Or 700. You know, let's go with 700 pixels. Nope, not 700 pixels. Okay, देखते हैं क्या गलती है, इनको क्या चाहिए. So USBN class selector should have a font weight property set to bold. So instead of 700, I should write bold. Okay, that also works. But if I need it to look more bolder, then I will give it a custom value. Okay. What else? So acha पढ़ लेते थोड़ा. And text aligned to the right. So we'll also give it a text hyphen align colon right semicolon, and we're good to go. It is evenly spread now, but we want it more here. Or I think that this number should probably be under this. देखते हो कैसे लाएंगे. So you wrapped your tables in a container. Something's up with the internet. Okay. Are we live? We are still live. Okay. The server could not be reached and your progress may not be saved. Contact support if message persists. But my progress was, my code was stored to the browser's local storage. Great. ठीक है. Okay. What does this say? So my progress may not be saved. So जो सब लिखा हो सब शायद save ना हो सके. Unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But anyway, where were we? So yeah, I just closed those tabs. When we went to step 45, so you wrapped your tables in a container with the table wrap class. We did create a selector for that class. And give it a padding set to 0, this. Okay. That is clear. That is that. So इसको हटाते तो क्या होता है. अच्छा, पैडिंग डाल दिया. सो टॉप से 0, राइट से 0.75, बॉटम से 1.5, 45 to right 5. Yeah, the padding would change. Got it. And from the left, let's say I make it 75, the text would go. Okay, got it. Next, 46. Nice. Before you start diving in to the table itself, your span elements are currently bolded. Okay. So 2 and 3. Okay. Before you start diving into the table itself, your span elements are currently bolded. Bolded. What does bolded mean? Is that what I think it means? It's in bold. Let's find the word noun meaning. Where is it? मैंने bold सर्च किया और ये मुझे bold दिखा रहा है. अरे बाप रे. Sorry. So bolded. Define bolded. Nope. But yeah, text is bolded, so that is a term. So that is a term. Okay. So your span elements, yep, they are, जितने भी span है वो सब bold है. You can see this is in bold, it is bolded. So we'll create a pseudo selector called span, not SR only. So वो सारे span elements को ले जिसमें हमने class mention नहीं किया SR only. Okay. Oh, sorry. I selected it but I didn't copy it. Okay. So copy this. So that's not screen reader only के अलावा सारे elements को हम apply करेंगे, edit करेंगे. So and give it a font weight property set to normal. So वो हमने font weight property bold लगाई तो उस पर लग गई, but we want this to be the normal size. So font hyphen weight GHT normal, sorry, not font, and you can see that it has changed. But balance sheet and Acme widget cop are still looking weird. Anyway, yeah, because हाँ उसमें से हमने bold हटा दिया. Makes sense. Now we go back to the class, the pseudo selector, which has the class tilde equals SR only. Okay. So वो सारे span जिसमें class SR only है. Rather than having to constantly double check you are not overwriting your earlier properties, you can use the exclamation important keyword to ensure these properties are always applied regardless of order or specificity. Give each property in your span class selector an important keyword. Do not change any of the values. कहाँ पे भाई, मतलब इसके अंदर कहाँ पे keyword? Do I write it before? Do I write it after? Let's see. Important. इसकी तो red underline आ गई. Give each property in your span class. Do I do it before? Do I do it after? इसको भी बराबर नहीं लग रहा. I have a red underline now. Where do we put it? Do we put it after this? Nope. Do we put it? Where do we? Okay. What? Yes, yeah, exactly. So where do you want me to put it? I'll have to check. अच्छा 0 के बाद, अच्छा इसके बाद important होना चाहिए. Okay. So the red underline doesn't matter. Should have the border property set to 0 space important. अच्छा, तो इसमें से सेमीकोलन हट जाएगा. Okay. Why did it say that? Did it mention that you should not put a semicolon? No. But now we know. Still, okay. What else? So your span class SR only selector should have the border property set to 0 space exclamation mark IMPORTANT. Okay. Border this 0 exclamation mark IMPORTANT. हाँ तो डाला है ना. Are you supposed to also put this semicolon? I don't know. Let's find out. I see. So we're supposed to put it after the values. Makes sense. So these are all important. Now that you've added the important keyword, you can remove the not SR only from your span selector. So no change. Nice. Okay, important wala line. This. What does Google say about this? There's no difference. How come you have? So what does this say? Is the important rule in CSS used to add more importance to a property value than normal. In fact, you use the important rule, it will override all previous styling rules for that specific property on that element. Let's look at example. So my ID, okay, red important. So then क्या दिखाएगा? दिखा. So because red is important, ये हर एक में दिखाएगा. Despite the fact that this p tags class is my class, then this p tags id is my id. फिर भी ये important है तो हर एक में तो red दिखाएगा. Okay. Yeah, if they are all the same element. Okay. So this is all important. Class where it says sr only. No wrap. This. Okay. I think we removed the bold value. Maybe the bold value wasn't there at all, but yeah, done. ये भी हो गया step. We can close this. We have another comment. Hello Hriday, how are you? क्यों चाल है? Long time no see, my friend. So let's go to create a table selector. Okay, so table selector बनावी. So table selector, yeah, that will be a type selector. So table curly brackets, set the border collapse property to collapse. So border collapse property to collapse and semicolon. You can see the effects immediately. The border collapses, which will allow cell borders to collapse into a single border. हाँ तो अच्छा, let's find out. So border 1px, देखते हैं ना क्या कलर है. Border 1, oh sorry, semicolon 1px solid and black. So these are the borders. Without the collapse function, this is what they look like, and with the collapse function, this is what the borders look like. Okay, so we are going to use the collapse function. What else does it say? So I just added the border function for me to understand, which will allow cell borders to collapse into a single border. Yes, instead of a border around each cell, also set the border property to 0 to hide the border themselves. 0 कर देंगे तो वो गायब हो जाएंगे. And yeah, we don't need these properties because there won't be any borders at all. Great. Now on to step 50. Hey Hriday, hello. Yes, I'm so sorry I've been missing your calls. I will do that. Kyu chala Biju? How is everything? When are you coming to Vadodara? What time take you? It's been a few years now since we last met. Now, step 50. 18 steps baki je bro. We'll speak when once I'm finished with the live, maybe in the evening, ratre. Koi banda nahi. So ensure your table fills its container with a width property set to 100%. Okay, so width, 100%. So 100%, and you can see it. You can see the change here. keep your eyes over here and you'll see the change. I press Ctrl Z and it's taking the 100% space. Also, I can also give it the background color for you guys to understand ये क्या चल रहा है. So background hyphen color, we'll give it black. So background, I keep making that typo. You can see this is what we have selected in the table element. Maybe not blue, maybe I'll use turquoise. QUOISE. Yeah, that's the color for us to see what we are doing. So before the width, it used to look like this. After we set the width to 100%, it evenly divided itself. What if I change the preview and then change the width? Okay, so now it's taking 100% space. Okay, makes sense. इसको मैं और खींचूँ तो फिर भी it won't. It will still stay in the center. The margin is set that way. Great. Anyway, we are on step 50. Ensure your table fills its container with a width property to 100%. Then position it relatively and give it a top margin of 3. Okay. So to position it relatively, what we'll do is margin, top margin 3 rem चाहिए, बाकी सब relative है ना. So auto and auto. But that looks very weird. This is not, I think, what we should be doing. And we have some comments. What does this say? Pick up my calls, man. Yeah, that is why I called recently. See ya later, alligator. I will see you later, alligator. So क्या कर रहा है ये step 50 में? हाँ, top margin 3 rem डाल दिया. Let's see whether we are right, whether we are wrong, and if we are wrong, where did we go wrong? So your table selector should have a position property set to relative. So ये सब कुछ नहीं करना था. हाँ, ये सब तो बराबर है, but we should also give it a position property. So position relative. It was right there. It was staring at me. It was staring at me in my face. And instead of doing this auto, instead I will write margin hyphen top. So 3 rem position relative, and that gives us the green light. So position relative. What does this do? Look, that gives us no change. और करते हैं. And let's remove and add this again. There's no change, but what if I remove this margin top 3 rem? Yeah, I can see the margin difference. Okay. Now we're on step 51. Almost there, guys. 18 steps बचे. 18 steps के बाद ये finish हो जाएगा ये project, and then you can take a sigh of relief if you want, or you can continue with me. So next you need to style your caption elements to look more like headers. Okay. Create a table caption selector. So table और table के अंदर जो भी captions हैं उसको हम select कर रहे हैं. That's what we call this. So pseudo selector. Now set the text to have the color. So color property will set the text and we'll give it a value so that we can see what color it looks like. So the EAF semicolon, and now we can see assets, liabilities and net worth पे वो color आ गया है. And yes, that's what I was thinking, that we were going to do this. Yeah, great. And so the text will have a color and a size of 1.3. So I'll write text hyphen size and 1.3 m. So that's 30% more. I think text size नहीं है. And a normal weight. So I think then it should be font size 1.3 em. That is so small. So instead of 1.3 I will write m, because 1.3 is 1.3 pixels. Em is relative to the, I think, the HTML documents default sizes, so that's 30% more than the default size. Okay, and a normal weight. So for the weight font weight, so we'll write font weight colon normal instead of bold, not font weight, and a semicolon. So font weight is bold, normal, and the size is 1.3. If I were to write bold, then it would become bold. You can see that, but we're not looking for that. Anyway, next हम लोग जाएंगे अभी 50 to 52nd step पे. Now give the captions an absolute position and shift them. Okay, absolute position. So we'll write position absolute semicolon and shift them. कैसे shift करेंगे? From the top and from the left. We could use padding. अरे बाप रे, क्या हो गया? Okay, so it's absolute, so it's overlapping. Shift them. What will we do? So will we use padding or margin? Let me think. So let me try, you know what, thinking. So from the top value first होगी. अच्छा, shift them minus 2.25 trim, then top, and then we'll have the right value which will be 0, then the bottom value which will also be 0, and the left value which will be 0.5 rem semicolon. Nothing changed. Instead I will write margin now, and the moment I wrote margin, all of it was applied. So assets, liabilities, and net worth. But something's wrong. We should have the top property. So instead of margin I should have it set as top. Then what do we do with this? Is that for left? So instead of top, do I write left? Really? Let's find out. Yeah, that's exactly what we were supposed to do. So top and left. If I were to do this, it would be even lower. Okay, that is amazing. Create a selector to target your TD elements within your table body. So okay, so we'll create a selector to target the TD elements within your table body. Okay, so table लिखेंगे, फिर लिखेंगे TD, and then we'll put the curly brackets. Table TD. Okay, give them a width to fill the viewport. Width to fill the viewport, so 100%. With a minimum and maximum of 4 rem. So max hyphen width and minimum width. So 4 rem relative element and minimum width. Colon to also 4 rem. No, semicolon extra. That works. What if I remove this? No change. What if I, instead of rem, I write RE4? Nope, no change. Instead of minimum width, I write 4. Yeah, there is a change. Okay. Let's check. This approach ensures that the word width is fixed, whereas setting width specifically would allow the elements to shrink to the container. So there is something wrong. What is wrong? You should have a t body t selector, not a table td. Acha, yeah, because table body. Within your table body, it says table body, so t body. And it looks very different now. Very different. Okay, yeah, it makes much more sense. And what else did we do wrong? So t body td selector should have the width property set to 100 VW. Viewport, so VW is for viewport, 100%. Fill the viewport, so VW, now it makes so much sense. उसने viewport को भर दिया. देखते हैं ना इसका कलर क्या है. So BACKGROUND blue. So that's the color of this T body TD. अच्छा, तो हमने भर दिया है. उसका max width 4 जाएगा relative element से. I see, yeah, okay. And it will fill the viewport. मतलब ये cell या फिर ये जो row है वो row को पूरा कर देगा. Okay. Next to step 54. Now target the th elements. So in the table body, so I will not make that mistake. T body and th. Curly brackets open and give them a width of the entire container. So VW की जगह अभी हम लोग क्या use करेंगे? This does not say a viewport. Entire container. Do I write with 100%? Right, let's find out. WIDTH. So WIDTH 100% of the entire container. So and less 12 rem. What does that mean? हम लोग मैथ करने वाले हैं. Yes, so if we're going to do some math, we're going to use this calculator function. That's the margin and that's the padding. Okay. So instead of this, we will write less 12 rem. So what if I write 100% here and minus 12 rem? Let's see if what we are doing is remotely close to what it's supposed to happen. Nope, there's no change at all. So whatever I did actually made no difference. But that is correct. What is this? Okay, so 100% width में से minus 12% relative element size. And that worked somehow. Less 12 rem somehow worked. I'll press Ctrl Enter and I will revisit this and I'll scroll up or down to check whether what I did and what they followed, what they wrote for their code is the same. So enter and they did the same thing. Then it's cool. Okay, so with and we use the calculator function. Okay, now we're going to use attribute value selector. So this is another type of selector. Attribute value selector targets any element that has an attribute with a specific value. कोई भी एलिमेंट जिसकी कोई भी एलिमेंट जिसमें एट्रीब्यूट होगा और उसकी वैल्यू ये होगी. Okay, so we'll create a tr table row class total. So attribute मतलब class. So जिस भी tr के अंदर हमने class total डाला है वो select करना है, right? And we put the curly bracket. Inside these curly brackets we write target to, okay, select a target, selector to target specifically your tr elements with the total class. So we tr elements जिसका class total value है वो. Okay, give it a bottom border. So border hyphen bottom will give it this value. So the thickness of the border will be 4 pixels. It will be a double border and it will have the color whatever this is, mostly black something. Yep. So that's how we put a double border. If I write dashed, then it would give me a dashed border, one line. What if I write dashed and doubled? Nope. What if I just write double? Nope. What else does it say? And make that font bold. So we also have to make it bold. So I'll write font weight bold semicolon enter, and we can go to the next step. Now on step 56, using the same selector syntax, target the th elements. Okay, जैसे हमने ये syntax follow किया, th elements within your table rows where the class is total. So I'll paste this. इसमें जाते हैं. अभी हम लोग क्या करने वाले? th elements where the class is total. Great, कर दिया. So it literally I just had to change tr to th. Okay. And align the text to the left. So text hyphen align. Not text. Sorry. Text align. It will be left. Semicolon. And give them a padding of this. So padding में top 0.5, right 0, bottom 0.25 and left 0.5 rem. Is there a difference? Let me highlight it first so that I can see whether there is a difference or not. So what I'll do is I'll write back background and give it a color purple. कहाँ पर है ये? Total. Nope. Nothing. Background color maybe. Nope. I can't see it. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I didn't write the code correctly. Let's find out. Okay. Yep, that is incorrect. So let's read this again. Within your table rows. So tr, th, and let's read this again. Maybe we didn't understand it we didn't understand this at all. So using the same selector syntax, so हमने जो ये syntax use किया अभी, we will target th elements within your table rows. So tr के अंदर th elements है जिसका class total है. Okay. Align the text to the left. We used text align, then we used the padding. अगर मैं ये हटा देता हूँ, will there be a difference? Nope, no difference at all. So why? What's wrong? It should say tr class total and th selector. Why so? So हम लोग th elements करेंगे within your table rows where the class है. अच्छा, within your table rows, वही table rows जिसमें class total है उसके th elements को target करेंगे. I see. So th now, and it's already on the left. You can see that. You can see the change immediately. What if I remove this? Yep. Yeah, it came to the left. Okay, makes sense. So tr, that is cool. That is a cool selection. Step 57, we are almost there. We finished. We are supposed to reach the level 68, the 68th step. And what time is it? It's already been 2 hours 24 minutes. Wow, well, that is good stuff. So I think we'll be finished in 3 hours. That is good. So what does this say? The key difference between tr class total and tr.total is that the first will select tr elements where the only class is total. Okay, so इन दोनों सिलेक्टर्स का डिफरेंस दिखा रहे हैं. इसमें मैंने tr एलिमेंट्स वही सिलेक्ट करे जिसमें क्लास टोटल है, टोटल क्लास वैल्यू टोटल है. ओके, और इसमें मैंने tr डॉट टोटल लिखा है. सो इज दैट द फर्स्ट विच इज़ दिस क्लास इक्वल्स टोटल विल सिलेक्ट tr एलिमेंट्स वेयर द ओनली क्लास इज टोटल. अच्छा, द सेकेंड विल सिलेक्ट tr एलिमेंट्स वेयर द क्लास इंक्लूड्स टोटल. दैट इज़ डिफरेंट. सो हम लोग ने मे बी 2-3 क्लासेस मेंशन किए हो एक एलिमेंट में, so that will also include this. So the dot is important. ये सिर्फ ओनली क्लास को लेगा और वो जहाँ पे भी टोटल लिखा होगा क्लास में tr के अंदर, tr एलिमेंट में जहाँ पे भी टोटल लिखा होगा एंड दूसरे एलिमेंट्स लिखे होंगे उसको ये टारगेट करेगा. ओके, टारगेट सिलेक्ट एनीवे. सो इन योर केस tr डॉट टोटल विल वर्क. You can use this selector to target all td elements within your dot total rows. Align the text to the right, give them a padding of 0, 0, 0.0 and 0.25 rem. tr dot total. What? इन योर केस tr डॉट टोटल विल वर्क. ओके, ये काम करेगा हमारे केस में. हम लोग इस सेलेक्टर को यूज़ करके td एलिमेंट, सारे td एलिमेंट्स को सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं हमारे टोटल रो के अंदर. ओके, सो मैं सपोज टू राइट tr डॉट टोटल. लेट्स फाइंड आउट. सो tr डॉट टोटल कर्ली ब्रैकेट्स, टेक्स्ट अलाइन तो ऑफ कोर्स हो तो हो जाएगा. left, oh sorry, right, and give them a padding, so 0 space 0.25 rem. Let's see whether that made a difference or not. I don't think it did anything, but I could be wrong. Oh, sorry. I cannot see a change in the preview. So that to target all td elements. What if I write td now? It did move. It moved to the left. What if I write td total? Okay. But that's not what we were supposed to do. What does this say? Oh, so I wrote it right the first time. That's how we were supposed to write it. So we will use this selector and we'll target all the td elements. अच्छा, तो ये क्या करता है? tr elements, जितने भी tr elements हैं उसमें जहाँ पे भी क्लास टोटल मेंशन किया होगा अकेला या फिर उसके साथ, उसको सिलेक्ट करेगा और फिर उसके अंदर से td एलिमेंट्स हमने सिलेक्ट किए. नाइस. ऑफ कोर्स वी राइट दिस टाइम. नाउ वी आर ऑन स्टेप 58, nth of type. Okay, that is a new pseudo selector. This pseudo selector is used to target specific elements based on their order among siblings of the same type. Use this pseudo selector to target the third element within your total table rows. Give it a right padding of 0.5 rem. Okay. Target the third td element within your total table rows. Within your total table rows. What? How will I write this? Let's find out. Let's write it. So हम लोग हमें क्या करना है? टारगेट td एलिमेंट करना है. That's the third td एलिमेंट हमारे टोटल टेबल रोज के अंदर से. So total table row, so what I'll write is tr dot total and target the third td element. So td colon nth of type, and probably in the brackets we'll write the third element. So nth hyphen of type, and in the brackets we will write 3 and we'll open the curly brackets. अभी क्या लिखना है? Give it a right padding. So padding hyphen right 0.5 rem. Oh, sorry. So what changed? Did I target anything? The best way to find out is to give it a background color. CKGROUND. Or I could just write color and the color of the text will change. So let's make it red. So we did affect something. Yep. Okay, so this did work. It's not like it didn't. Let's find out. It did work and it's correct. What is going on? We will have to go through these steps a few more times probably. Well, I'll go through this exercise a few more times, maybe once more, maybe twice more. So give your tr dot total elements a hover effect that changes the background to 99C9FF. Okay. बस इतने कोई. So tr dot total curly brackets a hover effect that changes the background to वो hover effect. So we'll give it I think we'll give it 2 colons, maybe 1 colon. Okay, and we'll change the background. So BACKGROUND to hash 99C9FF semicolon. So if I hover my mouse, yep, works. Now we're in step 60. I think 9 more steps to go, and then we'll be finished building this balance sheet. Great. Hover ho raha hai, and when we hover the color changes. That is good stuff. इसका लाइन में थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा I think. So now select your td elements with the class value of current. So td in brackets class in block brackets class equals double quotes current, and make the font italics. So italic के लिए क्या करना? Font style. Did it not? It did, but then it stopped being bold. Let's check whether this is done. So select your td elements with the class value of current and make the font italic. Let's find out whether this is correct. It is correct. Great. Now we'll select the td elements. Okay, so tr block brackets class equals data. Oh sorry, yeah, we also have to add that. Class equals data in curly brackets. Give them a background image of linear gradient. Okay, so CKGR. That is also a property. Okay, and we'll give it a linear gradient background. Why gradient? Why did we mention an image when we are going to add a gradient? Because gradients cannot be put, they're not colors, they're not values. ये एक इमेज बन जाता है तो इमेज बनता है, इसलिए हमें ये linear gradient function use करना पड़ता है. So you have to use a color, and we can see that color now. So linear gradient to bottom. Okay, to bottom, so ऊपर से नीचे, and this is the color. And what does this do? Is that the radius? This must be the position, 50%, 30%, whatever. And this is also the position. So what color does this look like? It's almost grayish, and this is almost white. In which direction is this? So to bottom? I don't know. But there we have it. So we've added this, but it looks like this text is not on this. So I think we're going to hide this text. This is the cache we currently have on hand. Let's find out. Let's go to the next step. Step 62. Select the th elements within your tr.data elements. So tr.data within is th, curly bracket, open, text align, left, semicolon, and give them a top padding. So I'll write padding hyphen top colon 0.3 rem relative, and a left padding. Acha. Padding top and padding left. So instead of this, if we're going to do it this way, then I'll write top में लिखेंगे 0.3, then we have right 0, bottom 0, and left 0.5 rem. Great. Now I think we need to place this correctly, so let's do that. Step 63. Create a tr.data th description. Okay, so just a second. Yes. So okay, ऐसा script ऐसा बनाना है. Okay, so what does this do? This is a class selector, this is a type selector, and this is a pseudo selector. So इन सारों को उठाएंगे, इनको रखेंगे. We'll put the curly bracket. So tr data के अंदर th के अंदर जो dot description वाले हैं वो सब उठा लें. मतलब या उन सबको टारगेट करना है. With the class set to description. Yeah, because dot description. That are within your th. Oh my god. Yeah, that makes sense. So tr data table row data के अंदर, table header के अंदर जिनको भी class description है, जिनका भी class description है, उनको target कर रहे हैं. Give them a block display. Okay. So display में लिखेंगे block. We have inline, then we have flex, and now we're going to use a block, and you can immediately see the difference. Inline की जगह ये block हो गया. What else are we to do? Make the text italic. So font style, font hyphen style italic. Yep. Does S work? S does not work. Italic is the work. Okay. Italic works with a normal weight. So font hyphen weight normal, and position them with a padding set to 1 rem 0 0. So nothing for the right and the bottom. So there is something for them. And 0.75 rem. Yes, we see that. And a right margin of this. So margin hyphen right minus 13.5 rem. That's what it looks like. Okay, the cache is currently, this is the cache we currently have on hand. But the text is, the numbers, the prices are still not aligned correctly. So we'll do something about that. Your experiments now all have more specific styling, which means you can remove your span rule. Yep, we've removed it, and we go to the next challenge. 4 more steps to go. So 65, 66, 67, 68. So 4 more steps to go. Your dollar amounts are currently misaligned. Yes, that is true. Create a selector to target the TD elements within your TR data elements. So yeah, that's easy. TR dot data, then TD, then vertically align the text to the top. So text align GN, sorry, top. Does that even, didn't even, okay, that did not make a change. Okay, horizontally align. What if I just use align? Nope. Margin, would margin take the value top? I don't know. So if so let's write what we can do. So we'll set the padding 0.3, rem 0.25, rem, and 0 this. Okay, so we have added the padding. We can see the difference, but we are also supposed to align the text to the top. Now when I write text align, what values can I put? And horizontally align to the right, and set the padding. So what can we do? Let's find out. Text align, properties in CSS. If I scroll down, I can use these values. Center, justify, initial, inherit. There is no top. So what can we use to align it to the top? Vertically align the text to the top. CSS. I'm going to use that as a Google search. What does this say? So we have a property called vertical align. Great. It was staring at me right in the face. So paste top, done. Copy that. Now instead of vertical, I'll write horizontal align. Yeah, that is not a, okay. It's just like horizontal align. देखते हैं ना, ALIGN. There is only horizontal, only. What if I just write text align horizontally for, acha. So text align, instead of top, I will write right, and it will move. Great. And it's done. Now we have 3 more steps left. Create another selector for the TD elements, okay, within your TR data elements. So tr.data, so that's the data class data, and all the classes, all the TR values, table row values with elements with this class data, that includes data somewhere in there. And we'll write TD, give this a right padding, so padding hyphen right 0.5 rem. With this, our balance sheet is complete. So I think I misjudged the steps, but yeah, I can see that it is complete. Yeah, I can place the cursor and the total will be highlighted. Wow, we did that. That is cool. That is very cool. What if let's take a look at the preview. So that is the balance sheet. Let me zoom out. अरे वाह, balance sheet आ गया है. Great. So this is we built this using freeCodeCamp. Amazing. And let's check. There is something incorrect. So we are not there yet. We are not finished yet. Let's read this. So what does this say? 0.5 rem padding, right padding of 0.5 rem. Create another selector for the TD elements within your tr.data element, but specifically select the last one. Acha, nth value. No. There is a last value. For that, what will we do? So we have nth of type. Or if I just copy and write nth of type, will it select the last value? Well, let's find out. If I leave it that way without the 3, इस पे देखते हैं ना कुछ फर्क हुआ? Nope, there's no difference. So let's look at the hint tr.data last of type. So not nth of type, last of type. Okay. And we don't need those brackets. Did that make a difference? It did. So right se padding move kar diya. Yep, makes sense. And we're done. And we have a preview of a Picasso painting. Whoa, that looks huge. We're going to build that Picasso painting in the next live video, my friends. Until then, I will see you. Well, I will not see you. You will not see me until I start another live. But until then, I will see you guys later. Whatever that means. I will see you guys in the next live video for freeCodeCamp, where I will show you this Picasso painting. Yeah, you didn't see so you'll see this Picasso painting. I'm pointing to my monitor, but yeah, you guys don't need to see that. So we will build this using freeCodeCamp CSS and HTML. We haven't even come across JavaScript yet. All of this is done using HTML and CSS. Wow. Let us marvel at this. Anyway, guys, I will finish this live for now, and I will see you guys in, what time is it? It is 5:18. I'll see you guys again at 6 today, and at 6 o'clock we will start building this and we will finish it. Until then, see you guys. Have a good evening.